Hackmania.com, promo code WATP. We're going to be in Las Vegas May 9th through 11th. I'll be there May 8th. Come down a day early. Hang out with us. We're going to have a blast. Live podcasts. Maybe Nick or Kato will be there. We don't know. But come down. Check out Hackmania.com for more information.
Who are these podcasts? WATP.
Basically, the premise of the show is that listeners send in some thing that happened to them.
Yeah.
That's not criminal, but it's annoying. And then they act like it's like this a major thing that they have to
They're investigating.
respond to. Yes.
And
It's
it
a
was
true crime podcast for petty crimes.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Armchair Expert that Dax Shepard did,
Sure.
where he starts mining his audience for content, which is never a good idea.
Well, it's not, it's an interesting premise, but to keep it up, and people will laugh at me for saying this, to keep up this premise for going for this long seems ridiculous because it's kind of all the same. After a while, I know that you checked out their most popular stuff. I checked out their most recent stuff. Lucy, I don't know what you looked at, but let's just start off by showing you what it's like when Griffin and Kira start their show.
Welcome back to Petty Crimes, the only true crime comedy podcast that exclusively investigates non-crimes. Ooh, okay. Are we Cynthia and Ari? Wait, us dressing up as Glinda and Elphaba would be a vibe, by the way.
That's pretty fun.
Welcome to our show, not the Wicked movie. Kira, how are you?
I'm so good.
Now, there's a formula here. We've covered a lot of true crime podcasts, and the most popular ones always have a woman and an over-the-top gay guy. Mm-hmm. Now, this is a black over-the-top gay guy, so they get extra points for that. But the way that he reacts to things is so douche-chilling.
This is from the Crime Bimbo Summit.
Ooh, an update from that. That was a fun episode.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
So they're just referring to a previous episode that they did. They have an update on it. It's, ooh.
At least somebody likes it.
That was a fun episode. Oh, I bet it was. Here's just another example of his over-the-top reactions to nonsense.
Oh.
For example, Paris wants to know if it was really so crazy to ask for an iPhone 4 when Brittany's grandma had recently passed away and left her a decent chunk of change.
Oh my God.
Well, if you're not going to act like you're having fun on your own show, nobody else is. So
Yeah, no,
I guess it's
that's
a good.
true. It's ridiculous.
I mean, this is good marketing. He's selling it. They're saying it's true crime, even though it's not, and true crime is killing it. So that's good marketing.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to jump on the Wicked thing, which is everybody is all crazy about that. So
Whoa.
these are all
What circles are you running in? None of my friends have brought up Wicked anywhere I've been.
not
ever.
your friends.
Just
but,
do it.
Yeah.
It's not like in band practice. We're all just like, has everyone seen Wicked? Can we finally talk about this?
Everybody except your friends are talking about. Well, they won't shut up about Wicked, so, especially his friends.
Well, yeah,
That's what
obviously.
yeah.
No, I understand that. Andy, what did you pick up on? Where do you want to start?
Well, this is very linear, so if you don't mind.
Sure.
Because I checked out. One of the things I noticed when I was looking at their YouTube channel, there's only 13 episodes. I think it used to be on a different platform. It's now over here in a limited capacity. The downloads are either through the roof or through the floor.
Yeah.
It was like 67,000 on the most popular episode or
Saw that.
260 on the least. So I checked out the least downloaded one and the most downloaded one.
Okay.
Come to find out, they're pretty much the same show. It's just the same fucking show
Yeah, it's
over
the
and
same
over
show.
again.
Yeah, there's not like there's special
It sucks.
guests
So-
or a story that people would know about or anything like that.
It is so arbitrary. Like, they must be buying downloads or something because there's no reason for the other one that has thousands and thousands to have that many. And this one that sucks. I mean, it makes sense. But clip one, this is just hack shit. This is the most hack way to start a show.
What's going on, Griff?
I'm getting a crown soon, second part to my root canal, and then I will hopefully be done with that shit.
I hope so.
Because the dentist be traumatizing.
Yeah.
But it's important. Like, I'm glad that it's getting done. But blah, 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 boring oral stuff.
Not at all.
What's new with you, Kira?
Well, if you believe it or not, guys, I'm pissed. I'm going to try not to let that energy translate into today. But the things in my life are making me mad.
Yeah.
But one thing that made me mad, well, actually more just sort of curious.
Yeah.
I took an airplane here to record. As you guys know, I come to LA to record episodes with Griff.
I've heard of taking a cab. I took an airplane.
That blew my mind. She's getting on an airplane to come and do this show.
Yes. Yeah, because they do it remotely sometimes. They love being together because that's when their chemistry is the best.
Oh, my God. And so it's just... how's your health? Oh, it's not good. Let's hear about people's health problems and airplane food. Am I right? That's the most boring way to start a show.
But he even recognized it too.
Yeah.
He's just like, why am I talking about this? Like, yeah.
I could see why somebody pressed play on this and was just like, oh, I'm not going to listen to this one. So it makes sense that this would be the least popular episode. And clip 2, this sums up this entire show for us, for me, for you, and anyone listening.
You look like, for those not watching, Kira is a chicken in her chair right now.
I'm ready to lay an egg.
You are.
But then Alex had to do the same thing because he was like, oh, I guess I can't go. She wants me to squat.
Yeah.
Pause it real quick.
It was so...
Just for context, they're talking about this woman that is sitting in the window seat on the flight. She wanted to get up to use the bathroom. Oh, no. What's her name is in the window seat. And the woman that's sitting on the aisle is doing this in her chair so that she can get out to go to the bathroom.
Gotcha. Okay.
Her husband is doing the same thing because the woman won't get out of his way.
Okay.
So it's just an annoying scenario that she's been put in on an airplane.
Okay.
hard to squeeze by the two of them squatting on their seats.
Why would she have chosen to do that? Do you think she thought it was more convenient for you?
I don't know.
Or she just really didn't want to get out of her seat?
I'd never seen anything like it in all of my days.
Never, ever either. And like, what a good excuse. It's annoying when someone asks you to get up so they can use the bathroom. It's annoying, right? We all are annoyed by that. But it's a really nice excuse to stretch your legs on a flight. What the hell?
The only thing is, I will admit, the fasten seatbelt sign was on, but I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, wow, wowie, wow. Okay, see, that's what petty crimes is all about.
Yeah.
That important detail changes the story.
And if I were the submitter, I would have excluded it.
Yeah, exactly.
What a life event. Why? Now I understand why she brought it up. That's crazy.
How was she able to do this show?
I know. After that, very traumatizing. So I like that he goes, we all find it annoying when we have to get up for someone to use the bathroom. No, I don't. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'd rather you go take a shit than fart next to me the whole flight. It's like, do what you got to do. It's not a big deal.
I told you I was sorry.
That's the whole point of the show. It's
Yeah.
petty. It's so petty. Now I don't understand because this was the perfect. They do this criminal or minimal thing at the end of the episodes,
Right.
Where they describe it's rapid fire. They describe a little scenario and they say, was this criminal or was this minimal? Is it just stupid shit? Did they do that for this? Because that would have been the perfect segue into this topic.
They should have.
Well, this was the beginning. This isn't even the regular story. This is just her story of getting to the episode.
Brand yourself.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me play a clip
It's
of
all
the,
minimal. It's all minimal.
This is the criminal or minimal. People write in and they try to figure out if this is important or not.
Criminal or minimal, using a projector on your house instead of hanging lights.
I'm going to say criminal.
Because?
I don't know that I love the projections in general.
Agreed, they look bad.
Yeah, I don't think I like it. And stirring the pot, it is an easier way of decorating. It's just easier. So put some effort in.
It's tacky. Sorry.
Second, I hate you.
So sassy. This reminded me of like a morning radio call-in bit. Like I didn't go back and see what they did on Halloween, but I can only imagine. It's going to be like candy corn instead of candy bars.
Wonderfully for you, I have a Halloween criminal or minimal.
Oh, perfect.
So we can actually check that out. It is going to be my clip 1. In order to talk about this clip, though, I do think that I can answer a question.
Okay, great.
So we asked the question of why are some of their episodes getting huge amounts of views and why are some of them getting none?
Okay.
Sierra, whatever her name is, the girl, she is actually a writer on SNL.
Oh, okay.
And not only is she a writer, I know it makes it so much worse, doesn't it?
Is she the one writing all those funny skits that I see?
Is she writing? And then Trisha Paytas walks in. What the fuck is going on over there? Sorry.
She is one of the co-writers of this Domingo sketch. Have you seen this
I
going
fucking
around?
hate that guy.
I know.
I don't watch
I did a whole episode about how that kid is the fucking worst.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, sorry.
So she is one of the
remember your condition.
No apologies. All right.
I'm sorry for interrupting Lucy.
No, that it's horrible. So she's on SNL. I'm assuming that the reason that they're getting big view counts on some videos is she's doing some sort of promotion relating to SNL for those times.
Okay.
So like something is happening relating to those two things.
Lucy goes, I'm going to answer the question. I don't know.
I think.
maybe this is what's going on.
I mean,
Let me speculate. We all could have speculated.
that certainly gives her a little bit more clout in some way, shape, or form. I don't know that I would be proud of it. But anyway, so this is a criminal or minimal, and this is going to be, the question is going to be, is it criminal or minimal to wear a sexy religious costume on Halloween? And Griff is going to very proudly portmanteau 2 words together.
Okay.
That could be like sexy nun. It could be sexy pope. And everything in between. Sexy exorcist. Sexorcist. Oh, that's my costume this year. I'm the sexorcist. Is that good?
Is it really?
No, I just thought of it.
Sexorcist is funny.
Can I have a job at SNL? You're like, fuck
You
off.
may not.
Yeah, actually, you probably could.
Yeah.
You're a black gay guy? Yeah, they probably hire you tomorrow. That's really all it takes. By the way, Bowen Yang is the asshole who brought Trisha Paytas.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, because I actually saw a clip where he was talking about pitching that to Lorne Michaels.
Mm-hmm. He's ruining the show.
Yes.
I mean, not that it wasn't ruined before, but he's
not
making
helping.
it even fucking worse.
Not helping, but this isn't about SNL.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is about this other shitty thing this person is doing. And so it starts off, they have a holiday-themed crime that they're reading. And again, this reaction from Griff makes no sense.
Season's greetings, Kira and Griff. I heard you were looking for a holiday-themed crime, so down the chimney I slid. It all started 33 years ago.
Whoa.
Every year,
Look at that face, like, oh, 33 years ago. Wow. Wowie, gazowie. Like, what does that have to do with anything? They're just setting the...
You don't even know what it's about.
Yeah, you have no idea. And guess what it is about? Cheesecake.
Oh.
It's about fucking cheesecake.
my mom discovered a recipe for a Godiva chocolate banana cheesecake that everyone in the party went absolutely, shall we say, bananas for. I love being together.
Me too. It makes such a big difference. When there's not a country between us,
No,
the
literally.
chemistry is here.
And that's why she flies in, Andy.
so that
They can do that cornball joke together. Bananas for... Ah! Did you see his reaction when she described the cheesecake? He's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I can just picture how it tastes. Oh my God. What is that? Lucy, what is that thing with cheesecake? Are you one of these people who goes fucking crazy for
I
cheesecake?
like a good cheesecake, but I'm not obsessive about it. I didn't drool.
You
when
didn't
she just
drool when she described that
No.
cheesecake? So he describes what he would do with that cheesecake.
Oh, good God.
Well, maybe it's not exactly what you think here.
Yeah, I would have a few bites of that cheesecake and then I'd be cheesecaked out, but it would be 2 rich ass bites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you like to see a photo of the cheesecake?
Yes, please.
What are you seeing?
Whoa. I mean, the Nilla wafers on top. No one mentioned that.
It's stunning.
Yeah, it's stunning.
This is going on the Instagram at Petty Crimes Pod. It is actually more beautiful than I could have guessed.
Yeah, it's giving the Great British Baking Show.
Mm-hmm.
So, love it.
Stunning.
I would encourage the submitter's mom to send us some.
Monica?
We
at least got to get the recipe.
What about cheesecake?
So the idea that the photo of the cheesecake is like, wow. Like if you look at a photo of lasagna or cheesecake or anything that's like baked and in a circular thing, you have no idea if it's good or not.
Yeah, watching cooking shows is a phenomenon that I really don't understand.
Baking is the worst because who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
You're not cutting into the middle. You're not seeing what it looks like inside. It's just outside of it. You're like, oh, wow, we're going to put this on our Instagram page. Well, let me get on that right away. I got to look at this fucking cheesecake.
And people are passing judgment on food. It's like, well, I didn't get to taste it, so how do I know if it's even it's so arbitrary to watch.
Yes.
And
at least on those shows, though, like a judge tastes it and goes, this is
Right.
garbage or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess on the British
get
Bake
to
Off, you'd be
learn.
great. Yeah, right.
But I also don't understand that his Griff's reaction to
Yes.
the description of a food, or any woman that's actually tasted a food and has like a reaction in their pants about the flavor in their mouth. As I've never eaten something and been like, oh my God, my pants are getting tight. Like I just like, oh yeah, it was pretty good. Thanks. Yeah. It costs a lot too. No, thanks for that.
It's called being normal. What
Is it?
you're describing is a very normal behavior. Because there's nothing that you're just like, holy shit, when that taste touches my tongue, I lose my fucking mind. Like, it's fine.
But it's very common, though.
People are retarded.
Yeah, okay.
That's my point.
Thank you for
You're
explaining
normal.
that to me.
You're normal. You're not the problem. So now they talk about the story. And the story is she makes this cheesecake, and the aunt is loving the cheesecake and then takes it home with her, and then the other people can't have it, and they're all upset about it.
This meant that Aunt Vicky and co. would be at our Christmas Eve party for less than an hour.
Oh my God.
Sometimes they would take more than half the cheesecake with them, leaving none for our other guests who were still at the Christmas Eve party.
Oh, this was the plan all along.
So the SNL thing, I didn't know that, so thank you for bringing that to the show. Makes nothing but sense, because I can see this being a skit. Mm-hmm. A one-off skit where just people are like overreacting and petty bullshit that no one could possibly care about. But that's like every show they have to do this the entire time. Like, oh my, they show for an hour, then they take the cheesecake. Oh God!
It's literally the Domingo sketch. I just realized that. The
Is it?
entire point of that sketch is it's like girls singing, like bachelorette party stuff. It's always different things, but like it keeps escalating and escalating. It's like really petty stuff. And then it ends up with the girls cheating with some guy named Domingo.
It's a parody song where they're revealing the woman is cheating on her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And so like at first it's like, oh yeah, she was just out a little later than all of us. That is minimal in their criminal and minimal.
Jesus Christ.
And then Marcelo Hernandez comes out and does a Spanish accent and every fucking sketch that he's ever fucking... I hate this guy.
I should have brought that up. I know. I forgot how much.
All he does is do a fucking Latin accent. It's not a fucking joke.
Okay, so then they bring up solutions for this. Like, hey, the aunt who's taking the cheesecake, maybe she could make the cheesecake herself. They give her the recipe.
Knowing that Aunt Vicky could not pull off as complex a recipe as the chocolate banana cheesecake, Uncle Clarence tried to make one.
Oh, do we have a picture of that?
Imagine this one if it were sat on.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean? The recipe is complicated. It would still look the same. Maybe it wouldn't taste as good, but it wouldn't, like, no one makes a cheesecake and it looks like it was sat on. I couldn't follow the recipe. What?
So I just sat on it.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Doesn't even make sense. Like, oh, do you have a photo of that? Like, why would it be different than the other one if they have the same recipe?
That's another problem I have with this story and just pizza and cheesecake in general. There's a very easy way to get it right. And we start piling a bunch of shit on top. It's unnecessary. Just a regular New York style cheesecake with nothing on it.
No, it has to have chocolate and bananas with
Vanilla wafers.
Yeah.
whipped cream.
Yeah. And pizza needs fucking hot honey on it too.
Fuck hot honey.
Whoa,
Andy, are you trying to piss me off today?
Get out of here with
Get out of here with your hot honey
and your
bullshit.
pineapple.
Every fucking place has it now too. It's so annoying. All right, so I just want to play this one more clip and I'll pass it over to you. This is the reason why Griff is the way he is. He describes it. His mom has something that she makes that's similar to this for the holidays.
It just reminds me of this. Like I had mentioned that for Thanksgiving, my mom has a recipe that is within our family called corny corn casserole.
Mm-hmm. This dude is fucking corny. That explains it. That explains it right there. All right, Andy, what else did you pick up on from this show?
Well, I had to clip this one because of the fun facts come out. Clip 3.
You know, I used to live in Drew Carey's brother's house.
No.
Yeah, we went to visit the house and there were all these family photos of Drew Carey's family and they all just like looked like Drew Carey in a wig or a ball cap. It was crazy.
That makes sense. He has a look that would be like his mom would just be him in a wig.
Yeah.
So, okay. That's cool. It's a fun fact.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
Drew Carey's brother. Wow. Amazing.
Drew Carey's brother's house. Neat. Is there anything you don't say?
My favorite singer is Frank Stallone, Sly Stallone's brother. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Good stuff.
Story checks out.
Yeah. So the crime that they start talking about in this episode revolves around a New York apartment. It's kind of falling apart and people's experience there. So Griff lives on the West Coast and what's her name? Sierra lives on the...
Kira.
Kara lives in New York City.
Spelled
So
Sierra.
I know it's spelled weird.
Oh, Sullivan. She lives in New York. So he starts asking her about... This is a very direct question that should require some details that she refuses to provide. In clip 4.
I want to pause here and give you a little bit of time to express your thoughts on the New York City real estate market, both for renting and I guess things above that. What are your quick thoughts?
It's heinous.
I asked for quick, you gave it quick. It's heinous. Like, I can't even imagine.
Care to elaborate?
Yeah.
I mean, what? The neighbors don't speak English? The landlord doesn't speak English? I mean, what's the problem? Your upstairs neighbors, fat, jumping jacks.
They don't speak English?
The insects and the rodents
This
and
person didn't speak
the
English.
lizards, and they don't speak English.
Have you been to New York? There's a lot of foreigners there. I mean, it's horrendous.
Yeah. Maybe that's why she doesn't want to bring up what's so bad about it.
Maybe. I like that.
So she doesn't go on, but it's not going to stop that. I mean, maybe that was a little racist of me, but it's not going to stop her from being racist towards the only minorities that you could still be racist toward, the Irish.
He said things like, and she provided a few kind of examples. Kira, would you feel okay maybe reading them for us in, I guess, your best dramatic Irish accent?
The rain, when it falls, it floods.
Yes.
The rats in the walls, we hear them scratching.
Nominated for an Oscar.
Banned from the studio.
Yeah.
Well, she is Irish, so I don't know if we can call that.
Yeah, I guess. This is going to turn into a problem for him, but because
Hopefully Hughesy's okay with it. I don't want him not watching the show anymore.
This becomes relevant later, though, because and let's just move on to clip 6. This is really an actual crime of the superintendent of the building.
That's against the rules on this show. Yeah. Okay.
I've been promised no crime.
Nothing comes to light, but you're gonna realize that Griff has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He already knew where this was going, and she's gonna bring up a detail that is actual, like a legit problem. He's like, oh, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah. So he's obviously, as someone who's been there longer, maybe kind of classic guy thing, but also just classic resident. Like, here are the perils of the building you now find yourself in.
Wow, love.
Mark also told Roger that they were currently suing the landlord because their loft-like storage space had collapsed.
Oh.
We had the same kind of space, and we were using it as a bedroom.
Uh-oh.
Yes. That's not part of the crime, but worthy of saying uh-oh. That's the kind of maybe situation.
Our loft fell through. Their loft is where they sleep.
Oh, shit. I never even thought of that.
You didn't?
Duh.
That's the whole point of the loft. What the fuck are you talking about? You realize that can be dangerous for someone?
So do you think it's criminal or minimal?
Yeah.
I'll go criminal on that one, Lucy.
My wife died because her bedroom collapsed out from under her. Is that a problem?
Yeah, your wife's too fast.
It fucking is.
That is a problem.
So I don't know. It looks like I sent 2 clip 7s. The one that's marked accent 2.
All right.
The when you don't have a joke, you just start doing your Irish accent. So we got to punch up the show.
Oh,
again.
you do ya?
Because of this, we finally heard Mark yell from his apartment into the call box, and I am not doing an Irish accent. Shut the fuck up. We are not apartment fucking 13 or whatever.
Yeah. He probably said feck.
Okay, right.
Shut the feck up. We're not fecking apartment 5B.
Okay.
We're 4C. Okay. Don't be ringing our bell. You don't know us.
Okay.
And you're filming your movie. But we're not in the movie. We just live in the building. So leave us the feck alone.
Absolutely, honey. That is why I love you. The only reason. No.
I just realized.
Stupid fucking blabbermouth!
To me, people have different ideas of what hell would be like. You know, eternal damnation. Being in the writer's room as Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Could you imagine all these assholes pitching their bullshit, doing this kind of thing? You're like, just rolling your eyes and your eyes fall out of your fucking head.
Theater kids.
They're theater kids. They're not funny. They used to be funny people on SNL. I don't know if you know that. It's a couple that I enjoyed.
It all started 33 years ago.
Joe Piscopo, right?
Joe Piscopo. All right, so I want to head back to the big conclusion here, because what they try to do is they try to solve the problem for these people. And like I said, there's this cheesecake, and it's getting eaten by the aunt who takes it with her, and other people want the cheesecake. So they come up with a brilliant idea here. And key on Griff's laugh on this one.
There's family drama over a Godiva chocolate banana cheesecake.
Yeah.
Monica, I know you're throwing a party and you're busy, girl.
Yeah.
And I love you. Make another goddamn cheesecake and bring it over to Aunt Vicky and Uncle Clarence's house.
Yeah.
I don't like this drama. It's the holidays.
Fair.
Everybody should get along.
That laugh is gayer than 8 guys blowing 9 guys. That's ridiculous what this guy is up to. And I've seen gayer guys on true crime shows, but this one just rubs me the wrong way.
Do you know what's insane about that clip also? She said, I don't like this drama. Your podcast is literally built on this type of drama. What are you talking about?
It's all so stupid.
It's so stupid.
Don't think about it too hard. It'll drive you bonkers.
No, you love it. That's what your whole show is this drama.
Lucy, you have another clip on here. Do you want to set up what that is?
I do, sure. We can check that out. So this is actually a live show. They did a live show.
Oh, in front of an audience?
In front of an audience.
Holy shit.
And it appears that there were people actually in the audience. Like you can hear humans in the room.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
It's great.
They had a guest on this episode. Honestly, they did a pretty good job.
They have guests. I want to be a guest on this show. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Who cares?
Stop being so gay.
Yeah, I just shut it down immediately. They want to know about this cheesecake. Cheesecake sucks. What else you got? Maybe I wouldn't be good.
Carl's no budding.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I wouldn't be good on it.
Sits on the cheesecake.
So what I was just completely baffled by, again, they did relatively good. Like for their format, they did the same thing live that they do when they're not live.
I can believe that.
Which is, if you like it, then you like it. It's obviously stupid as shit. But so Griff is setting up their petty crime of the day here. And it turns out that the setup is just completely unnecessary. And in addition to that, I am already fucking disgruntled just listening to him set it up. Because he sucks.
Those involved disgruntled, Whitney, disgruntled's roommate, Nikki, disgruntled's other roommate, and then Mariah, her other roommate, and her boyfriend, Jim. But you don't need to know that. We'll walk you through it all.
Okay. I just, don't bother setting it up. Don't refer to every single human in the same exact way. Can we have more basic white bitch names? Like, at least I zoned out immediately as soon as the
Sarah's really let herself go, I noticed.
Yeah, who is that guest? Is that someone we should know?
So she was on Last Comic Stand-In.
She was the first one sitting.
She lost her breath getting up the stairs to the stage.
Okay.
I believe her name was Taniqua.
Okay, so that tracks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I like her bra straps.
They do ask a lot of their audience when they tell these stories because it's just sent in from some loser who enjoys the show. And so the details they give, and you just got to have to be there. And then Monica is the aunt, and then her husband so-and-so, and they have a kid who's just out of high school, but he's not going to college yet, but he says he's going to. You're like, fuck, am I supposed to be writing notes down? What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Andy, I bet you found something that was way more entertaining than what Lucy and I found, right?
Well, I just wanted to wrap up the episode that I've been talking about. They're shooting a movie in the apartment that the people, like the Irish guy, lives in.
Okay.
And it's turning into a problem for the neighbors in clip 7, the movie shoot.
For a while, Roger and I were friendly with Mark and Maureen. Definitely not friends, but we smiled at each other in the hall.
Love it.
Yeah. We made our first mistake with them when Roger was shooting a film in our apartment. For context, this all occurred on a Saturday afternoon. The scene Roger was shooting involved the actor yelling and slamming our front door, which was heavy and made a deafening sound when slammed.
Oof. Okay.
Thoughts on that quickly?
Oh, I shudder at the days of shooting a movie in your apartment building.
Yeah,
it's real.
It's real. It's real. I just did one a few months ago, actually. But we still had to be, food for thought, mindful of the neighbors.
And Demir.
Yeah.
Also, I thought for sure, and I wasn't going to say anything and spoil the clip, I thought for sure it was going to be a porno.
I think
you said they're filming a movie in the apartment.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
That actually turns into something later, but they say, well, we're going to talk about it on Patreon. But I just like that she's like, oh man, that's the fucking worst when people are shooting a porno next door in your apartment.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, oh yeah, I just did that. That thing that everyone hates, I just did it.
Yep.
Thanks, asshole.
Well, it also she's already made it in show business. She's like, oh, thank God I don't have to do that bullshit anymore.
I shudder at the days.
I shudder at the days, and I would have to get my friends together and make some shitty movies. Just like, yeah, that's so where I'm at in my career.
Yeah. Must be nice. Can I get a job at SNL? No, you can't.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
You're not sassy enough. So if you turn the sass up a little bit, maybe we can get something
Don't
going.
encourage it.
Yeah. And we heard it I think in another clip, or maybe it was something I was listening to earlier. Griff has this catchphrase that doesn't make any fucking sense, and he says it in almost every episode, and he knows it's wrong, but he's just going to be confidently incorrect.
What is the catchphrase? Put it in my mouth.
Yes. Let's find out in clip 8.
All right.
She writes, okay, rounding home. Love you for that, baby.
She wrote that?
She wrote that. For context for those just joining, I know that's not the correct baseball term, and you've probably heard me say it in a few episodes prior to this, but I am not changing what I say because it's incorrect.
And now all of you are enabling him.
Yeah, you crossed your arms very quickly. Damn.
Not the correct baseball term? Is that his catchphrase?
No, rounding home. You round third,
Jesus.
or you head home. You don't round home. And he says it a lot.
It's like Dick Masterson with the 99th yard line. And he does it all the time now. He fucking leans into it ever since I corrected him on that. There's no 99th yard line in football.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was talking about. Okay. Yeah, I get it now.
Okay. The last clip from this episode I had in clip 9, this is where all the Irish racism comes to a head.
We tell this whole saga to our friend, and we finish our story by telling him about Mark and Maureen's impending move to the suburbs. Mm-hmm. Our friend asks why they're moving from the city. At that same moment, I receive the notification that the food has arrived.
Okay.
I walk to the door, and as I'm opening the door, I respond to our friend saying, I bet they're going out there to make a bunch of little leprechauns. I find myself, as I open the door, face to face with Mark, just as I finish saying that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because Irish people never get that. They're never talking about Lucky Charms and leprechauns and shit.
Yeah, that's more polite than what they usually get.
Yeah, no shit. It's not, and she's just like, oh my God, I can't imagine.
Yeah. Leprechauns aren't real. It's fine.
If
you're
okay.
yelling, they're probably all going to have fetal alcohol syndrome because they can't stop drinking.
That's
That's
true.
probably more offensive.
That is true, yes.
Don't worry about that. You're fine.
All right, so that was the least watched episode, right?
Right.
What was the most watched episode? What's
Okay.
going on? It's got to be compelling. People are sharing it with loved ones. They're putting it on their social media. You got to watch this episode.
Yeah. I'm going to skip ahead. I'm already getting tired of talking
Please.
about it. It's just really fucking annoying.
Please do. I'm looking at how many clips we got left. Let's go.
Just to round this one up, the person that wrote in made a poster about some dreamy soccer player. I suspect this is why maybe this one has so many views, just based on soccer fandom. Maybe people were looking at it because of that. Anyway, they go to a meet and greet, like post game. The player that this woman made a poster about was signing an autograph ball, and they're just throwing out to kids in the stadium. Mm-hmm. And the guy saw her sign, and she was with her friend's kid, and the guy came and like threw it out to them. And the girl got the ball. Her brother stole it away from the kid.
Right.
Okay. So they have this photographic.
I got to write into a podcast about this. Fucking get over it.
Yeah. Yeah. So clip 13, the woman has like got the ball, left with it, didn't give it to the kid.
Right.
Then her friend is posting all these DMs about how she's a piece of shit for stealing an autograph ball from a child.
Okay.
And then in clip 13, these are pictures of it actually happening, and they're talking about it.
So this is the first photo, because they've sent us 3, actually. Clearly, you can see Richard has spotted the sign, which actually might be in the little corner here.
Yep.
And is approaching camera. Photo 2, you see the ball arcing. It's not been caught yet. You see its path.
Yes.
Looks just like an American football.
You see 2 little hands.
You do.
Excitedly reaching toward it, like, yay.
The little hands in the purple sweatshirt, yes. And you see a bunch of other adult hands as well. Photo 3, Kira, what do you see?
You see little Andy's hands fully around the football, and then you see a man's hand on top of the child's hand, prying it away.
You see Seabass's hand huge hand, by the way. What the hell?
A mitt.
A mitt, which is sad because the kid caught it and you didn't. But
the kid fumbled.
Sebastian's hands
Yeah,
are
fuck him.
climbing
Got
up
it
the ball.
stripped.
Wow.
Oh my God, this is hilarious.
Legal play.
The like need to catch the ball, I can tell in their hands. I've hand modeled before, and this is emotional, Kira.
Hand modeled before.
It's telling a story.
Turn up your fucking audio, you
shit.
retards. Get closer to the mic. I had to boost all the levels on my clips because they're so fucking quiet. I mumble over here.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm off mic and talking.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, ripping a ball away from a child at a sporting event is the funniest thing you could do at a sporting event.
Yeah.
Can we all agree on
All's
that?
fair.
I don't disagree.
Lizzie looked at me like, you're a monster.
No,
I saw that look.
Okay, and just two more real quick. So then this turns into her friend putting her on blast on Instagram in clip 14.
In their story.
And I reply to Olivia's story saying, the only reason the ball was there was because of me, actually.
But he caught it. Side eye emoji.
But he threw it to me because of my sign. And that's the clip we have.
Damn.
We do, however, it's worth noting what's above and beneath the text, because something's happened. Olivia's deleted the story. So we have a screenshot of the DMs. There are the DMs. After watching the video a bit closer, it does look like the player is walking towards us, sees little Andy, the only child in the area, and decides to throw the ball slightly more in his direction than in mine.
Yeah.
Because, well, he's a child.
This is literally the most petty shit.
Just
you could
make
talk
another
about.
cheesecake.
Yeah.
Solves all
Buy
these
him a fucking ball at the
problems.
fucking gift shop. Or it's so not worth talking about.
I know. And that's the most popular one. 67,000 views.
Yeah. And this last, I'm sorry, did you want to?
Oh, I was just going to say, I checked out another episode. I didn't pull any clips of it, but I checked out another episode where there was a fight between a granddaughter and a grandmother about who owned a toilet brush. And they did 45 minutes on that.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
It seems like a format when you're all out of ideas, is what
Yeah.
this seems like to me. But
People are participating in it for some reason. People are sending in their shitty
they? Okay,
stories.
so I
just realized I'm an idiot.
Okay, so here's the thing. There are 13 episodes on YouTube. I don't know
Yes.
if they have other episodes elsewhere. I don't know if they did audio at first and have just switched to doing video. But why are they getting so many write-ins? And also, why are these people providing relevant details that they are able to then talk about? I feel like this is fixed. I feel like they are prompting for these stories. They're asking their friends. It's probably other SNL writers writing in these stories.
yeah, she's writing to
The
him. He's
toilet
writing to her.
brush.
Or they could just be looking at a post on social media and just being like, oh, I'll just make a story
Yeah,
up around
right.
that.
It's
We'll show the
basically-
photos. We'll show
it's
the comments.
Effectively, what they're doing is an "Am I the Asshole" thread from Reddit.
You're
Like,
right.
That's what they're doing. Is they're reading those stories.
Ooh, we should do a show about subreddits.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever done
That's
that
never been
before?
done.
Can you do that? I was doing it on
like it.
YouTube. I know that.
It's never been done well. All right, last clip. Where we were talking about they have to pass a verdict on whether it's petty or criminal or whatever. They get to the end of this story and they seem to have a bit of a disagreement about who's in the wrong here.
Still, neither me nor Sebastian, still today, have offered to give little Andy the ball back, despite the fact that we know that he caught it first. I know that sounds bad, ... A couple of adults snatching a signed football out of a little kid's hands and refusing to give it back to him.
It does sound bad.
It does sound bad. After realizing, but I have no regrets for a few reasons.
Okay.
Let's breeze through these reasons. 1, the only reason the player ended up even close to us was because of the sign that I made.
Okay.
And it drew the player's attention towards us. Without my sign, we never would have caught his attention.
Okay.
Okay. Not convincing?
I don't care.
Okay. 2, the motion of little Andy catching the ball and Sebastian taking it out of his hands was basically simultaneous.
Oh my God. Congratulations. You tied with a 9-year-old. Tell you what, honey, when you tie with a 9-year-old in chess, let them win. They won.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
If you are running a race with a 9-year-old and you tie, they won.
That's where you and I might differ. But we can talk about that in the verdicts.
Last time I tried to impress a 4-year-old.
So it's Stuttering John level. I beat Shaq in basketball.
Right.
Oh, you did you? You
Good job.
you wrestled a football away from a 9-year-old. You really won there. Congratulations.
So you seem like you've made up your mind. Who's at fault on this one, Andy?
Give the kid the ball.
All right, give the kid the ball. Fine. I have one last clip on here. This is their pointless sign off. And again, not surprised she's a writer for SNL when you hear this babble coming out of her mouth.
No matter what holiday you celebrate, even if you don't celebrate anything at all, we hope you're taking this time to be with yourself, be with loved ones. We're thinking of you, sending a hug your way. We love ya.
And until next time,
Stay petty. But also, like, it's the holiday, so, like, don't be too petty.
The fuck is the point of that?
It's a little too close to my sign off. I don't like that.
No matter what. Yeah.
That's what this is about.
No, but the whole thing was just like, well, I don't want to offend someone who doesn't celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa. So even if you don't celebrate anything, like that's cool too. But, you know, take some time for yourself and like be good to yourself because we care about you. And it's like, all this is bullshit. None of it's necessary. I don't know who you're doing that for. No one feels good about it when you do that. Oh, I'm glad she said that to me. Right.
Saying nothing is much faster.
I actually feel much better.
Saying nothing is much faster. Yes.
Thank
Correct.
you for telling me to be with myself. I have the green light to beat off later. Love it.
Yay.
Who are these podcasts? WAT.